Good evening, sir. My name is Valentino Lohuab, and I will be discussing my movie review regarding The Maze Runner. So, in my Maze Runner book review, I will be discussing the key elements of atmosphere, sound, color, themes, framing, relationships, scenes, costumes, as well as lighting. So, we begin with the atmosphere. The atmosphere is first set off to be atmosphere is first sort of to be in an atmosphere of depression because of the characters being placed in an area that they are not familiar with, which then creates a sense of depression as soon as the actual maze closes, because the whole scene turns from a good jolly movie at the beginning, and as soon as the maze closes, everything around them just turns gray, which symbolizes depression. The sound is set out of 8 out of 10 seem to make everything. The sound has been made to make everything seem mysterious. Cause from everything seeming mysterious, it then builds suspense throughout the whole movie. From the sound just being in a situation where it's able to build suspense and keep everyone on their toes throughout the whole movie to create a whole action sound. Seeing that this movie is a science fictional film, they were able to use the sound to create a suspenseful circumstance. The colors that we'll be talking about is the color brown and the color green. The color green is the area in which they stayed at in the first movie. Green, nature's, and safe. But then now in the Maze Runner 3, it now turns from green and safe to brown, dusty, yeah, the color brown, which makes it which was given dusty, unsafe, and unhealthy themes: sacrifice, growing up, hope, sexism, stability and order versus change and chaos. Stability and order versus change and chaos is simply from the fact that they had to adjust to a whole new system that Wicked had invented. Wicked is a group that has started the whole maze and has been taking blood from students to try and find a cure for the people that have been dying from this infectious disease. Next, we'll be talking about the framing. So, upon returning to the glade, Thomas is seen as a hero, but not amongst his peers. Most people see him as a hero, and some people see him as reckless. In the scene that he entered the maze and did one thing that no one else could do, which was survive a night in the maze. And not only did he do that, he killed a griever. And by killing a griever is something that no one has ever done from the journey of living in the maze. Next, we'll be talking about the costumes. The costumes are essential to the characters because in this movie, the police, they wear robot full body armor clothing, which basically shows how there's order and respect amongst them, because from the way they are dressed, from the way they are dressed, if they are to address the situation or any person who lives in the area in any sort of disrespect, they will be dealt with by Wicked. And scenes, no, sorry, relationships. The relationship is seen, the relationship between Thomas and most characters is actually well and behaved, but his relationship between him and his close was this the relationship between him and most characters in this relationship is seen more than just friendship, but seen as family. How they're able to take care of each other and care for each other's well-being throughout the whole situation. Lighting. In this movie, we come across low-key lighting and luminous lighting. Why luminous lighting? Luminous lighting is seen throughout the movie when the survivors in the area in the first movie kick out a fellow member who has been infected by the disease and sending him into the maze. How is it luminous? Because in this scene, instead of using this whole scene occurs in the daylight. So due to the fact that they are unable to have any lighting, they now use candlesticks and the candlesticks therefore glow and create a whole lighting amongst every single person that is there. And then the light, and then another, the low-key lighting. Low-key lighting appears to show when most dangers in the movie occur. When most dangers in the movie occur is when we're now brought upon low-key light, as a low-key lighting, to astonish fear and discomfort amongst the viewers, to show that what's going on is a very serious scene. They use a parking lot. Oh yeah, sorry, involving the setup. The maze was built around a glade, and the glade was shot with a VFX to make it all come to life, where they were able to where they were able to have drawers draw down the scene and draw down each character and then build it in to the movie. So basically, what they did is the maze was built around the glade, which is a form of a safe area, to the center of the maze, which was a facade, which which each scene was built in the walls, which had been shot with a screen to show how to make a lot, how to show, yeah, basically how to show how each scene came to life. The first scene has a 350 degree shot where they actually turn the camera around Thomas. Well, in this situation, we think we're viewing Thomas, but in full reality, we're viewing the area to see where is Thomas actually being placed. And apparently, the hardest part when it comes is to this is the ivy, because the ivy end, due to the wall it being, you know, due to the wall needing such detail and such space shots, it then needed the directors to use an ivy system to create detail and texture into the walls. And I believe that is it. It's been Valentin Lokwabe, and thank you for listening to my movie review.